Hello everyone and welcome to a new D&D campaign. What we are doing. Please forgive that we are still slightly new. We've only done like one or two sort of smaller campaigns, and we're using a different rule set for a couple of the actions in this one. We have with us we have Ozzy, who is going to be playing a Dragonborn Necromancer by the name of ICAN. We have Ash, who is going to be playing Andrea, who is a rogue who is here for the money. We have Jagrax, who is a dragonborn, I want to say paladin, I haven't quite figured it out yet, who is here by the orders of the Nine. And we have myself, Callum, who is going to be playing Iris, also known as the Blind Leader, who is a cult leader from a small town to the north of this new continent. And we have been, I will let the DM give you the introduction for the story, but again, relatively new DM, relatively new to this style of gameplay. We have done a couple smaller campaigns, so we know the basics well enough. Enjoy.
You are starting in the tropical city of Nicodranus on the Medigari coast, which is a part of the Clovis Concord.
Yes, all those things.
This tropical city lies just south of the Emperor's border. Within the Empire, the city is known as the easy escape for those who seek to enjoy more simple pleasures of tropical life. The city is run by the local guildmaster Zaf Uladon, a stern man with an emotionless face. He has called you all to the guild as he is in need of 4 guild members for an urgent job. You have all been summoned to the guild house, where Zaf is waiting for you to give you a job. So the guild has received payment for a job. This is a vital mission for the guild within the Empire's borders. As part of our peace negotiations, we will do our part. We need to get feet on the ground and guild members on their way, like yesterday, which leaves me only you lot, the only members still in town who have not been given assignments. The task is simple. It's search and rescue. A party of adventurers from within the Empire have disappeared within the Cyrus Mountains. They were there to investigate the strange happenings of the Sunless Citadel. They were due to arrive back at their guild 2 weeks ago. The location is close by in a narrow passage of the Cyrus Mountains between the Empire and us. 2 of the members of that party were brother and sister, the Herkarens, Tulgan and Sharinian, a wizard and a fighter. Alongside them were a paladin named Belor and a ranger named Caracas. Their siblings were part of an important merchant family based nearby in the nearby village of Trostenwald, who have sent out the request for our assistance, and the guild has been paid in advance in full, so time is of the essence. Miss Hercares, the matriarch of the family, offers salvage rights to you lot if you can find and return the 2 lost members of her family. In the worst case scenario, their gold signet rings at worst. She offers a reward of 125 gold pieces per signet ring found, and more and double if brought back alive.
So we're killing them, right?
That's my spiel.
Sounds easy enough.
So whereabouts from, what sort of information do we have location-wise for where we think they are? Do we have any at all?
So we were to rescue them from Osiris Mountain.
Yeah, where's Osiris Mountain from here? I mean, like on the
Have
map.
a map.
It's not marked on the map.
It is marked on the map. It's the biggest writing on the map.
I see no writing on my map.
I also see no writing on my map.
Oh.
I'm not just mad, I'm also dumb. There you go.
Yay.
Are we? Okay, so Nicodranus. That's where we are.
And I'm going to put another square on where they are telling you the location for the passageway is.
Lovely.
I probably shouldn't have done it in black.
By the way, do our characters need to do introductions to each other?
You can do. You've all just been called. You don't know each other. You've just been summoned by Zaf. as the only 4 guild members still in town that are not on assignments. You can take that however you want.
They saved the best for last.
We were the only ones
Sure.
here.
They're saving us for something special.
Alright, well, Zaf's there if you have any questions, but feel free to introduce yourselves to each other. You'll be going on this venture together, and report back to Zaf when you are ready to go.
So, Zaf, if we get both person, not bodies, person and signet ring, do we get more money out of this?
No, you get double the payment for a body. Returned alive.
Okay. So if I leave the signet ring there, doesn't matter. Okay. It may just disappear.
Yes, it's either the body or the signet ring.
It's a person, not a body.
We don't know that yet.
Does anyone want to start introducing themselves?
You can do that on the road if you want. You'll have some time to kill while you
That's
venture
true.
up.
So yellow, not yellow. Red squares where we're going.
It's the passage.
So that's like what, like 2 days ride?
It's over 200 kilometers. Oh, exactly, give or take.
Get in the car.
Don't worry about the measurements, Callum.
I'm not, it's just 2 days ride, 200 kilometers. Yeah, that's probably about right.
Well, that's the thing. Are we buying horses or are we walking?
Oh yeah,
I'm assuming we're walking.
I would assume we're walking as well.
Let's go for a walk then, eh?
Are there any shops we can visit before setting out?
With what money, Callum?
I don't know.
Don't we have starting money?
Don't mind that, but I'm doing that.
Yeah, you can all have 50 gold.
Yay!
Aww.
Okay.
Because I did the roll for gold and I had
Oh, well, you
150.
can have-
So 50 gold?
I did roll for gold and got 50, so I am okay with it.
Oh, are we rolling for gold or are we doing 50?
Just take 50.
Okay.
We're doing rolling. I'd have 3 times as much. I could buy Callum's silence to shut up.
No, you couldn't.
No, I really
No,
couldn't.
No one can afford that.
Too rich for my blood.
How much
So-
potions again?
50.
Zaf is going to give you all a potion
Ooh.
So we all got one
as part of
minor
the
healing
guild.
potion.
Yep, all get 1 minor healing potion. And Zaf gives you the quickest course to get to the Citadel.
Thanks, Seth. Appreciate that.
Said minor, it's literally just potion of healing. There is no minor.
Yes, it's just a normal potion.
Oh.
So on the route that you have been given, you estimate that your arrival is at the late night in 2 days. So as you guys head out and head towards the location of the Citadel, following the path out of the city and through the Cyrus End Forest, you might want to just introduce yourselves to each other.
I'm Daya.
Do you guys want to hear about the teachings of our Lord and Savior Cyril? He's the one true God.
No.
I'm sure you'll love him. I've met him. He's
No.
wonderful.
Your god is puny before the 9.
Your gods are false. They know nothing. They cannot be greater than my God. My God is the greatest God.
Of course they're false, they're not gods. They're devils.
So my God is better than yours then. Lovely. Darling, we are going to get along so well.
I already don't like you.
What about you, darling? She mentions like 4 feet to the left of the other Dragonborn.
Me.
Are you 4 feet left to the other Dragonborn? I'm just gesturing over towards you. I'm not pointing at anyone in
There's
particular.
nobody there. She's a senile old woman.
No, she's blind.
She is?
Technically. Kind of.
Legally.
Legally, sure.
Where's the thing?
Alright, Ash, your turn.
I'm Daya. I like shiny things.
And then the Dragonborns.
Let's treat this. Let's treat it like chess. White before black. It's also like American.
That's like society. Names. The concept seems so rudimentary, but if we must, I can. You needn't know any more information.
Can I do a persuasion check to try and get more out of them?
Sure.
So I'm gonna roll it. If it's good, I'll do a good impression, or what I consider to be a good impression. If I do it badly, it'll be a bad impression.
Why are you doing impressions?
Oh, come on, darling. Tell us more, please.
Moving on.
Yeah, Nate's not gonna
Yeah,
persuade
that's,
anyone.
That's why it was such a bad attempt.
Jargrax. Oh god, I'm trying to do a deep voice and it hurts.
Yep, Jargax.
No.
Jarax.
I'm here for one reason and one reason only. That is to serve the 9 in the mission they've given me. That is all.
Well,
Why'd you join the guild then?
It is what they asked me to do to accomplish my mission.
Weird.
Weird flex.
you question the 9.
The 9 do what they please. I merely follow.
Okay, so throughout a day of wandering pretty easily along the already, distinguished roads of the world, you find yourselves towards the end of night. No, the start of night, at the end of the Cyrus Forest. I've put a square kind of where you are,
Yes,
and you're
square.
gonna set up camp for the night. So I will need who's going to perhaps build a shelter, campfire, etc.
I prefer not to dirty my hands.
I could get some cooking going. Like start a fire and get some cooking going.
Okay, give me a survival check.
Can I use sacred?
No, you can give me a survival check.
Okay. I burned my own hand. I say because I have the ability to make fire. Oh no, it's
It's
radiant
not
damage.
exactly what I was getting you to test, but okay.
know.
No, you've managed to burn half the rations.
Oh,
Of his or everyone's?
Well, he was cooking for everybody.
God damn it, Callum.
So the way that might be easier to do this is if everybody gathers up their rations and one person holds it, it makes it easier to keep track of how many rations you have left. And
I mean, I'm already heavy as fuck if everyone wants me to carry theirs.
yeah, I'm going to ignore weight for the most part.
Yeah, we'll give more to him.
Alright, so Oz has 10.
I have 2.
Yeah.
I'll just get rid of them out of my thing.
Yeah, just delete.
Yeah, just move them. So,
Josh can be the pack, yeah.
Ash, how many do you have?
5.
5. Cool. So that gives us a group total of 25, but then Callum just burned half, right?
Yeah, but you weren't cooking all of them.
Yeah.
You weren't cooking all of them. You're
You're
only cooking 4.
So he's burnt 2.
He's burnt
He's
2.
burnt 2.
He's burnt
So but I'll still remove 4.
Yes. But only half of you get to eat at this stage. No, I'm joking. You're all fine. It was just shit food. Cool. And then is anybody going to stay on watch for the night?
I will.
So it'll go in shifts.
I'll take the 3rd shift.
The 3rd shift.
I'll
Alright.
take the first.
I'll take 2nd.
I'm up early anyway. I'll go last.
Cool. Alright. Well. So who's up first?
Me.
Alright.
I don't like that you're rolling.
Yeah, the first part of the night is uneventful. You are gonna go off to bed now?
Sleepy buys.
You gonna wake anybody up for their shift?
Yeah, I wake up Ash
Cool.
because she was taking second.
So Ash, as you're sitting through and watching the night sky, all you hear around you is just like the critters of the forest. You don't hear anything out of the unusual. You hear owls and other animals, some wolves howling off in the mountains. But that's about it. Your shift goes along uneventfully.
Okay. I would like to wake up Callum.
Oh, good morning, darling. How you doing? Anything happen?
Nope, your turn.
Yay! I love keeping watch.
Alright, Callum, roll me a survival check.
Oh fuck. Not terrible.
Cool. So, as you're sitting there, you're listening to the noises of
The
the
birds and
animals
bees.
throughout the forest, and what you can tell is the howling from the hills kind of sounds like the wolves are in distress or standing their ground, but that's all you can distinguish is that they're not happy. They're not nearby, but you can tell that there's probably a threat towards them in the mountains.
Sorry, I went hunting, guys.
Just the mountains in general. And Oz.
I start smacking on
It's
the
me.
ground around him, calling him out.
Cool, and Oz does the remainder of his shift very uneventfully.
Lovely.
And with that, morning breaks. I like how Callum forces a yawn.
No, genuine yawn there.
Alright, so this is where you guys can kind of discuss if anything happened throughout the night or anything else.
I
Nothing
didn't
really
see
happened.
shit.
Yeah, nothing happened on my end.
Oh, that's
Does no
always
one
good.
realize that we put a blind person on watch?
Yes!
And that's why he could tell more from sounds.
My brain just clicked. I was like, wait a minute.
We call that the bait.
No, there were. So I could hear some wolves up in sort of that direction, or they gesture vaguely towards.
Just the mountains that
north.
surround you at this point.
Yeah, vaguely
The
towards.
mountains
the
are
north
all to
area.
your east.
I can
I
light
don't
small
know
campfires,
that.
I've just realised.
And there's some wolves up there that sound like they're having a time of it. They're not happy with their environment. I can't tell if anything's attacking them, but they just don't sound happy.
That's nature for you.
Yeah, these didn't sound like they were happy wolves. Wolves are normally happy.
My
Alright.
experience with wolves says otherwise.
You obviously haven't met infernal wolves. They're never happy.
No, I have not.
Alright. Well, for the most part, that was an uneventful night, which is always good to start off with. As you proceed through the forest, there's very little activity outside of, the occasional deer that you spot, and of the sorts, however you want to think of your general woodland animals. And then, hang on.
Alright, take a shot every time DM says hang on.
Things hard, okay? Especially when shit doesn't load.
Back in my day, we had paper and that shit came preloaded.
It's one of those times where, yes, having a book would be very, very fucking useful. Alright. So, I'm going to drag you all onto a very blank map.
Also, thank you, Josh, for picking up on the blind person taking watch joke. I
Yeah.
was scared no one would.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm ashamed it took me as long as it did.
You're welcome for making that more eventful because you were blind.
Yeah, so he can hear better.
Alright, let's check you all on the map. So as you're wandering through the... God damn it. Why every time I close it does it go away?
Because you're closing it.
Yeah, but not with the X.
No, I was going to say double click it, but that's very obvious if that's what happens.
Yeah, it's very obvious. Alright, I'm just gonna leave this as this and I will talk about the rest of it. Because that's fucking easier. And you can all use your imagination like a real D&D game.
Oh no.
Right.
Alright.
It's Timon and
two-
Timon.
That's Pumpy, you idiot.
I can't tell that.
And you notice two boars kind of picketing at the leftovers in a fireplace and some abandoned rucksack remains. In the center, I'll see if I can find a picture and do it while you guys do this. But in the middle, you also see a wagon that's missing a tire, but in all other ways is looking rather good. All right, so that's what you see.
A couple boars.
You don't see
You
shit.
don't see shit.
Yeah.
How boring.
Couple creatures, and that's about it.
Forgot about the void.
No, I'm all about the void.
Shall we approach?
Sure.
Ooh.
Are those trees suddenly spawning in around us?
Bro, my render distance is low as hell.
This is what happens when you voted for Trump.
What, you get more trees?
Yeah, he brings back Bush.
No, he killed Bush.
Ooh.
Do you not remember Jeb Bush tried to go against
Yeah, I
him?
know.
Yeah. And he got laughed out of the fucking stadium.
SK, I appreciate the varying levels of stacking you're doing for
Thicking
this
it up.
extra. Yeah,
All right, there you go.
it doesn't go unnoticed.
All right. You guys need to do something, otherwise we're gonna stand here all night.
Jargrex, lead.
That's the plan. I plan to just watch, watch forever. No, okay. Well, obviously we want to get to the cart.
So
We're
I'm
gonna
going
kill the
to-
boar.
Roughly
You're the
how
big
far
boss.
away
Actually,
are they?
I have an idea.
That wheel
anyone
isn't there.
Is anyone here able to make fire?
Yes.
Yeah. Right.
Roughly how far away are they?
Yeah. How big of a fire are we talking?
Do you think you could light that fire pit?
Hey Josh,
Absolutely, I can. I've told
Roughly
Jargrex.
how far away are they?
you own a measuring tool.
Yeah, but I can't see them. No, I'm in character. Roughly how far away are they?
About 65 feet. You're aiming for some sticks 60 feet to your slight right.
I don't think I have the ability to get that far.
Yeah, as do I.
Because my plan is here. All beasts of this plane fear fire. We could just scare them away.
How far do you think you could throw a torch?
Oh no, I'm pretty ripped. Sorry, I had to. I'm actually not sure how far I could throw a torch, to be honest.
Hey, we can always give it a go.
What,
We'll
it weighs
get
one?
up and
If
kill
I
the
wait.
boars.
if I
weighs
wander
1
forward,
pound.
could you tell
We're
me
assuming
roughly how
that
far
these-
30 feet I am away?
Roughly how far 30 feet I am away?
You heard me. How far?
I heard
am
you alright.
when I'm
I just
30
got
feet
no
away.
fucking idea what that means.
Just tell me that I'm like 30-ish feet away.
We're assuming these boars. Let's just go. Let's just. Look, see, this is fine. You just got to approach
Are
slowly.
we close?
Yeah.
Okay, I would like to use a Famatomagy, which allows me to manifest a minor wonder of supernatural power, which is 30 feet, so I can cause large booming noises, harmless tremors in the ground, instantaneous sounds, and just make a huge, like, explosive sounding bang right there, trying to scare them away.
Seems unnecessary.
It's completely harmless, doesn't hurt them.
Well, what's Ozzy doing?
Just hanging out up here.
Okay, so as you approach,
I was
you
gonna approach
notice.
God damn it, Ozzy.
So as you approach, you notice the one that's just eating out of the remains of the fireplace look at you and just return back to the fireplace, and the one that's kind of eating what's fallen off the wagon looks at you and is just staring.
See, they're cool.
And you can tell that these are rather relatively young boars.
See, they're fine. Alrighty, you guys just gonna stand there?
I'm wanting to cause an explosion to scare them away.
Okay, go for it.
Cool. There's a loud noise and some tremors sort of originating.
What are you casting?
Themioptergy. That one. Traumaturgy. Thaumaturgy?
You manifest minor wonder and a sign of supernatural power in the range you create one of the following magic effects. Okay, so you just make a boom boom.
Basically. And a slight tremor in the
Why is
ground.
he shitting himself?
What?
Okay.
No.
And with that, you notice that the boars take off down a what looks like a fuck off tree.
Move that whole ass tree. Damn.
They're strong boars. God damn it! Now I can't click the boars. They're under a tree. They have taken off down a line of trees that looks like it's been. There's still foliage there. It just looks squished, like they've made their way through here many times.
That's Sevigis, the wagon cart thing.
Did that work? Was it effective?
Yes. Yeah, it was good enough.
Sweet.
That would have sucked for you, considering your hearing's like hella good.
Yeah, that's why I'm like as far away from the noise as I can be.
Ooh.
So Ozzy spends a bit of time kind of looking through the wagon. He notices that the wheel of the wagon is broken, and notices some tracks and footprints all around the wagon that are headed off to the in
Human footprints?
this direction. Yes, human footprints.
Which
Or
direction?
humanoid footprints. I'm drawing on the wrong map layer. My bad.
Gonna take a wild guess. So it's that way. Yeah.
Um, and you can see some hoof marks that are just taking off into the forest.
Yeah, we don't know what caused that.
Can I check and see if the fire's still warm?
The fire is relatively still warm. You guys have probably been walking for a couple of hours now. It'd probably be you're about halfway through the forest. So make a survival check.
Survival check.
Is that all of us or just Callum?
Just Callum. Yeah, you can tell that the coals would still be warm for several hours after the fire being burnt out. So it's pretty safe to say whoever was here left during the night or early morning.
Alright.
Could I make an investigation check just to see if I can tell what made the hoof prints that are going off this way?
Sure.
I'm just staring at the ground like, are you guys sure there's hoof prints here? I can't see anything.
I love how
Alright.
you can't get a negative one. It's just like, no.
No, he can. He rolled a 1
Yeah,
and rolled a negative 1.
Sorry. What I'm imagining right now is the hoof prints go, what do you mean I'm not here?
Alright, so as you're investigating these hoof prints, Josh, you can hear this kind of like thumping getting closer. As you
Mama
notice that
Yeah.
a giant boar is emerging from the trees, followed by its 2 little babies.
Should have seen that coming. There's
Could've
always
also-
when there's 2 little balls, there's always a big one.
I did say
Yeah.
that.
It was either that or Mama Boar was going to be dead.
What do
The
you...
baby balls are eating her.
Well, no, that depended on how you guys acted. I was going to make that part up as I went.
Ooh.
If you guys were nice to it, you were going to find a dead Mama Boar.
See?
I mean, what does that actually mean?
I tried to be nice.
You scared them off.
Yeah.
I was gonna come be cool.
Anyway, so this giant boar has emerged from the canopies and is just kind of staring at you. And what's the word where it's like just kind of brushing its back leg like it's ready to charge.
It's readying itself.
Yes.
I'd like to do something, Eski.
Mhm.
Up to your interpretation. I would like to use my Dragon Fear ability
hmm
on the 3 Ps.
Okay, you're just going to have to whack it in chat so I can do a quick read of it while I learn these things along with all of you.
Yeah. That's Dragon Fear.
Feels bad.
So the 2 young boars at this stage have legged it. I just need to move trees again. God damn it. So they've legged it. As far as anyone's concerned, they're not here. Alright, cool. And
So they've
Mama
legged it
Boar
and that one-
is,
Huh?
is feared.
Cool. But she's not running around with the others. She's just scared.
She's just standing her ground.
Cool.
Let me just get my Discord so I can check myself the
Check yourself before you wreck yourself.
realistic conditions.
Real quick, what's his name?
Fucking
Icon,
Fiat isn't
darling.
here.
You said that creatures don't like fire, right?
I didn't say
Actually, I said that.
Oh, Icon. Sorry, not Icon.
the demony fire dude. Yeah,
yeah.
you said that.
Jargrax. Sorry. Names are confusing. You said that the creatures of this place don't like fire, correct?
Hmm.
Give
I assume that was common knowledge.
Give Nevsky a chance, and I'll put forth my idea.
You can keep going.
Okay. I want to use thermatology again on Ozzy's head flames and just make them really fucking big and bright.
Okay.
These giant plumes of non-corporeal or non-existent
Swear to
fire.
God,
to
if you
appear.
set my head on fire.
No, it just changes the appearance. It doesn't actually like affect the
Yeah,
fire
so
itself.
they're not actual. It's not actual fire he's adding. He's just making them look bigger, like an illusion.
I'm just warning you.
He's basically being like magical Viagra for your head flames.
So it's still kind of standing its ground. It almost didn't have that. It doesn't have a angry look on it as much as it's wary about where its young have gone. It's no longer scraping its foot along the ground, but it is still making eye contact with Oz in particular. Or
Giant head flames.
Icon. Okay, so as Callum does that, the flames on Oz's head, which I think are cosmetically picture only, have become
Yeah, I don't think they're actual real
tall,
flames.
6 foot tall flames of fire descending or ascending from his head. The boar kind of backs at this point. It's kind of backing off.
Yeah, it's
I'm
like
gonna start walking towards it.
it's just looking at these two dragonborns like, what have I done? I've bitten off more than I can possibly chew.
At this point, the flames would disappear. Like back to normal.
All right. So,
They were
any
there.
other ideas? He's just gonna sit over here.
Bye, buddy boy.
We said before we started, this is gonna be a dark campaign, and our first encounter, we just scared the things off and didn't touch them.
That's how dark I am. I fear everything that sees me.
I was gonna use a spell and just command it to fuck off, but you did your thing, so it works.
None
Hey.
of you tried to animal handle it or anything.
Well, I mean,
That
that's
would
literally why I
go
thought. No, when we had the two babies, I first thought about that, and I saw my animal handling is -1, so I was like, maybe not.
I mean,
What?
they're
What?
picking at food left in a fire and off the back of a thing. You guys have rations.
Yeah, they're already eating. We're not going to give them our food. We lost a bunch of food because someone can't cook properly.
Hey,
They could have pulled the wagon if you were nice to them.
But they're missing a wheel.
we can find a wheel.
Wait,
You can make a wheel.
That's true.
you can make a wheel.
You can make a wheel. There's
Wheels
wood
aren't
around
hard
us.
to make.
We could make a wood.
Yeah, but good
Hey,
any of
Ozzy.
us to make a wheel.
Hey, Ozzy, give me a survival check.
Okay.
A what level
Oh,
check?
wow.
All right, you walked over to a tree, cut off some tree branches with
Use my quarterstaff.
No, you found a fell tree, and you've used some daggers off Josh, or some sword, whatever the fuck he has, and you made a wheel.
Lit. I'm gonna put it on, and then what's his name? Jargrax can pull it. We'll ride.
All right, is anybody else looking around or doing anything?
I'm trying to stoke the fire, get it rolling again.
I think I've already checked everything. Wait, you don't need. Why are you touching the fire?
I'm just stoking it, see if I can get it going again.
Yeah, look, it's going again. There you go.
Yay!
Yeah, as you're stoking the fire, you notice that there's some bolts in the fireplace.
Ah, shit.
Oh, does anyone want to try and get them out?
I
Bodies
just lit
still
the
be
fire.
warm.
It's
Yeah.
not like it's not super hot.
Okay, can
I was about to say, you literally got two guys who are dragonborns. If they can't put their hands in slightly warm fireplaces, then like their dragon ancestors are crying.
I did relight the fire. To be fair.
Yeah, and then you can
Oh,
you
yeah.
can chill it down. No, you
Yeah,
can chill it down.
Yeah, I'll just put it back out again with the same thing.
And with prestidigitation, you can make it cold as well.
No, I'll just
Snuff the life out of it like you would your unborn child.
exactly. Give me them bolts. I'm gonna attach this wheel real quick.
So as you reach in and pull out, the wood attached to the bolts, you notice it's the wheel.
Oh, it is the wheel. Fantastic. Now we've got another wheel.
I'm assuming
that
the
one's
wheel
all
you just
burnt.
pulled out is slightly crispy.
This
Yeah.
new one's the Wheel of Fortune.
I'm just taking the bolts off this one and then we'll reattach the new one. Or we'll attach the new one. Not reattach.
You also find a gold ring.
Ooh, ink. That's mine.
A signet ring or a ring?
It's a gold ring.
No, it's a gold ring, and you can almost call it a ring of warmth.
Almost.
Because it came
Not
out of
quite.
the fire.
Call it like a
Guys,
ring of
I have
Luke.
a ring of warmth. Why is there a ring of warmth? Because it's on fire.
Because when it is warm, it has been near fire, and will indicate that fire is nearby.
Yes. Fantastic.
So if the smoke, sound, and smell doesn't give it away, your ring will be on fire.
Yeah.
Lit.
What are you doing back at the back of that wagon, Josh?
I'm gonna have a look and see if I can find anything.
You find a glass orb.
Oh god, not this shit again.
What?
This
Tell
is
me I
like the
didn't find
third
glass
orb we've come across, and each time it's gone very badly.
Does anyone
That's
else
okay,
remember
this-
any of the times we found orbs?
We found the orb, the stone orb
No,
that
count.
opened the portal that we never went into. We found the one orb that
Ruled them all.
ruined them all. Yeah. This is the third orb we found. I can't remember what happened to the second one.
Okay.
The first
Well,
one got
this-
destroyed.
This glass orb is known as the Orb of Slope. If you place it on a surface that isn't level, the orb will roll down it.
Okay, you can fuck right
How
off.
big is this orb exactly?
We found the ball.
It's like, I don't know, put your hands together, it's about that big.
So it's like a
So Nesky, we
baseball,
can just add this
essentially.
to Ash's collection because she already has 100 of these things. She calls them ball bearings.
This is a big glass
it's a
one,
baseball basically.
though. Yeah.
I forgot you said glass. I was
Okay,
about to ask.
You know what, Nesky? I'll take it. I'll put the big glass ball in my inventory.
Yeah, I'll take.
How
the-
big
It
is it?
The Orb of Slope. Get its name right.
How
Orb
close?
of
How close does my
slope.
ring have to be to the fire?
In it.
Fantastic.
Oh my
What was it? Ring of warmth.
Ring of Warmth.
Fantastic. I'm gonna put it on.
Oh god.
Alright. Anyway, that was my fucking around done.
No,
taking
when
this
Ash
very
comes back,
seriously.
we have to tell. No, when Ash gets back, we have to tell her that me and Ozzy both got magical items. She's like, "What?" And I'm like, "Yes, I got the Orb of Slope, and he got the Ring of Heat." No, Ring of Warmth.
Warm.
It tells them when things are
Yeah.
warm.
I'm gonna wear it.
If you place it in a fire and it comes back hot, it was a hot fire. It was warm.
I hope we find a cold fire at some point.
You can
Like,
make it
guys,
cold.
Guys, this fire's hot. This fire's not hot.
You can genuinely make it cold with
Make it whole.
prestidigitation.
Yeah, but that's not.
You can make it a cold fire.
Alright. So what are you guys doing?
Do you want to chase down that wild animal?
No, I want to follow the humanoid footprints.
Are there footprints here?
Yes,
Ah, you learn something new every day.
going this way.
Which way?
Alright.
This way.
Okay.
So for the rest of the day, you kind of travel uneventfully following these footpaths, and you kind of notice that they're heading in the same direction as you were heading. Until you notice that the offshoot that you must follow to go to the Sunwell Citadel?
Something like that.
Something. Citadel is veering off to the right into the mountain.
It's the Sunless Citadel. Just
Yes.
FYI.
There we go.
I take notes.
So either we
Yeah.
follow those footprints or we follow the path we're supposed to be going.
Yeah.
Up into the mountains or further deeper into the jungle.
I'd say mountain. Go check out all of those wolves.
We haven't.
We'll find the mines of Moria.
Yeah, I don't know what he said.
Saying about the mines of Moria?
Into the mines of Moria.
We
To meet the Balrog, who's actually my sugar daddy.
He's my granddad, don't worry about him.
Careful.
we're here on a quest.
I think the
not to make
Balrog
friends.
is a demon, and I think you're not friends with demons.
No,
Yeah, the
Balrog
devils
is
and
a
demons are
Balrog.
not friends.
Balrog are in this.
Genuinely?
Yeah, genuinely. Balrogs are things you can find.
Is there only 9 of them, or is it actual Balrog? Okay, history lesson. In the original Lord of the Rings, the
Newsflash,
Balrog
no
were
one cares.
a whole thing. And he was
Yeah,
forced
they
to
were
cut
a race,
them.
weren't they?
Yeah, and he was forced to cut them down to like 9. Because the people publishing the book were like, no, they're too powerful, take them out.
Except for they are called Balor in this.
Ugh, copyright avoided. Nice.
Yup. Well, D&D has already been sued once by Lord of the Rings.
Oh, I'm not surprised.
Their halflings used to be called hobbits. That wasn't allowed.
Yeah, that went bad.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. So, I presume you guys are going up the mountain?
Check on the wolves.
Cool, so as you head up the mountains, you notice it getting extremely cold, but you find a plateau,
I've
which
got my ring of warmth.
is indicated the same way that, the fuck was his name?
Tell him. I just
Okay.
sent you a picture of what Balor looks like in 5e.
Ah, yes, Zaf.
Okay.
Zaf.
That is... Yeah, that's pretty Balrog.
Where is the character?
Slightly less on fire, but you know, it's close.
Alright. You found yourself on a
Holy fuck.
what's it called? What am I calling this again? A plateau.
Plateau.
The background is more just mountains. You've found a flat space. On that flat space, you notice that it is. Give me a sec. Got a whole bunch of shit to close because I have it open because you never did anything with it.
So, Callum, that's 5e. Callum, this is the Balor from 3.5.
Oh, that is just a Balrog.
Yeah.
Right, where are we?
You could absolutely get away with telling me that was a visual representation of the books.
There.
And I would fully believe you.
Alright, so you found yourself on a plateau. It's the old road passes to the east of a narrow ravine, which you're at the top of. At the road's close approach the cliffs, several broken pillars just from the earth where the ravine widens. You notice where you stand is a sandy ledge that overlooks a subterranean gulf of darkness to the west. The ledge is wide, but rough. Sand, rock, and rock debris, with bones of small animals cover it. A rough hew stairwell zigzags down the side of the ledge, descending into darkness.
Lovely.
Also, you find a campfire at the edge of the plateau.
Is campfire warm?
Hold on.
Your ring.
Put my ring in there.
Alright, so you place your ring in there, and a couple of moments later, you take it out and put it back on your finger. Yeah, no, it's a little bit warm.
Alright. It's a little bit warm, guys.
Right.
This campfire has been used previously.
That's so dumb, but so great at the same time.
It's great because it's dumb.
Yeah.
Do we have
I
any
do
reason
like it.
to not... any reason to not press forth?
Can I
Or
scratch
someone do
around?
an investigation check?
Yeah, can I scratch around in the ground and see if I knock into anything of importance?
Yeah, sure. You're just gonna fall off a ledge, but okay.
I'm scraping
blind
around in
lady
front of me with some
stumbling
quarter
around.
stuff. No, I'm using some
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
Like a...
Yeah, no, it's completely blank apart from the cliff face behind you
Okay.
until you get to the stairs. Is there anything? So you've utilized that the fireplace is warm.
Is there anything in the fireplace?
There is nothing in the fireplace, but if you give me a survival check,
Do that. Dun, 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 dun.
You notice there are humanoid footprints that descend down down the stairs. But as you are investigating these footprints, the locals come out to play.
Genuine rats.
Rats.
3 giant rats lurk out of the rubble. They occasionally appear to eat up what has fallen into the ravine, and that's about it.
Wait, they
Roll
what?
initiative.
Initiative. Not terrible.
Have an initiative of 0. Hell yeah.
Y'all ready for this?
man.
What's the thing on this initiative again?
The initiative button?
Dex.
No, I mean like the.
Yeah, your dex modifier.
I really need to get my dex up.
That's why I wasn't willing to have my dex lower than 2. So I didn't want to drop my initiative down.
I mean, I'll take a 17.
Plus,
Alright.
most armors use dex, like to get your armor class.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Why does it say Dragonborn Blackguard?
Because that's what you're rolling as.
But what?
Probably hasn't.
What?
It probably just hasn't updated your name change.
Oh, okay. I was like, I have a name.
Mine
Thank
said
you very
Aussie new
much.
for most of last campaign.
It might
Oh,
also be the piece hasn't changed because I did it before you renamed your token.
Yeah, yes, the actual piece probably hasn't changed.
Yeah.
That's okay.
fix that.
Anyway. Cool. So, one thing I'm quickly looking at, I'm just seeing if there's actually if there was any interesting like new attacks I wanted to do.
Can we just like kick the rat off the edge?
Yeah, is it
That was
like
actually
a
something I was
ledge
gonna
on either
ask.
side, or is it walls? From the
It is.
sides?
There is nothing on your sides.
Okay.
I'm trying to see if there's anything for shove.
Just
I
Charge
might not have
them.
included shove, but charge is there. Shove is a thing. It's unarmed though.
Where's charge?
combat
It's
actions.
in movement.
Is it movement?
Oh, it's in movement. Yeah, that's because it's not combat. Oh yeah, it's first one movement. Must move in a straight line towards a target creature that is at least 10 feet away. You must have a clear path towards your target. Reach of your target. You may follow one of these options: strike, slam, or tackle.
If you slam, then you can shove them.
So I could shove him off if I slammed him.
Sam says you perform a shove a creature action, but it just goes double the distance.
Oh, actually no, I can't.
Why
Because
not?
there's another one where I've got like 10 feet of like clear running.
No, 10 feet from your target.
No, it
That's
says you
what-
need clear.
Do I need clear 10 feet from my target?
Yeah, are we in your way?
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh yeah, I could diagonally run at that guy.
You diagonally run
But the
any of
thing
them.
is, but then part of me is also like, if I screw up this roll, I'm gonna go over this mountain.
Let's screw it up.
Yeah, good advice.
Okay, you know what? Let's do it. Alright, so I'm gonna take the dash action to charge at that guy. What do I have to roll? A athletics or acrobatics check.
Cool.
Depending on whether you choose to do strength or dex.
Okay.
And then if you win, you either knock the target prone or push it 5 feet away from you.
Or 10 feet, because slam gives you
Ingenious.
double.
Well, no, but that's the thing. Using slam, it doubles it.
Yeah.
If I use slam.
Or shoved as
Which-
normal, then knock prone. So you can do the 5 and then knock them prone, is that correct? Am I reading that
Yeah,
right?
that's the thing. No matter what, as long as I hit it, he's going off because he's right up against the thing.
Yeah.
So as long as I hit him, but the thing is that yeah, so it just tells me to make an athletics one
Which one?
because
are
I
you
wouldn't
going
use acrobatics. I'm going for the one that's to your left, like so the bottom one.
Okay.
But what am I checking against?
I would assume.
His dex or strength.
Oh no, I think it might still work. Like I'm still doing it against his AC, but just instead of doing attack, I'm using
Yeah, that works.
athletics.
Cool.
All right, cool. So I'll do an athletics. And it's just gonna beat his AC. Let's go. Uh-oh.
So you charge at this giant rat, and
No.
as you bend over to try and push this thing, because it is lower than your knees, you kind of trip and just like
Oh no.
tumble face first and land at the base of the rat. So
I thought I was going off the mountain.
no,
I
you're
got
just
scared.
here and you're prone.
Is Nesky
Cool.
hella far away? Or is that just me?
He
Oh.
is.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, you charged at it. You went to lower your upper body to get down to the level where you could shove the giant rat. And you kind of lost your footing and slid towards the rat on your face. And now you are prone.
Woohoo! Go Jogrex.
All right, is that your turn, Josh?
Well, I mean, there's nothing else I can do. I'm now prone.
Yeah, you can use half
Oh,
a
I didn't
movement
mean
to
to
get up. You use dash. You have so much
Oh yeah.
movement.
Oh yeah, I saw movement. Oh yeah, cool. So I'll use half my movement to get up.
And that
but
was
I-
only a bonus action, wasn't it? Oh no, when you take the dash
No.
action, you can declare charge. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but taking dash, it uses up the attack
Yeah.
action.
Yeah. And bonus action is to stand up.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's
Well,
my turn.
off to Callum.
I should have
Or
gone in with my sword.
Lars?
It
Is it Lars?
Iris. It's Iris. It's the play on words, see, because she hasn't got any. Well, that's all she has,
Yeah,
rather.
Iris.
Iris. Iris.
Yeah, Iris.
Alright, Iris.
Ash is back.
Hey,
How
Ash.
much have I missed?
Not much. We scared
Not
three
much.
We got
doors
two.
away.
We got two magical weapons. Well, two magical tools.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
stole them from me.